Hi, so as some of you may know, I have gotten my eyebrows microbladed. Now, I am a couple weeks shy of my touch-up appointment, so I thought this would be the perfect time to test some brow products, specifically a brow product that claims to give you that sought-after microbladed eyebrow effect. Before my touch-up appointment, I do have microbladed brows, so I know what to expect from a microbladed brow look, but my microbladed brows are not complete, so they're not at their most vibrant. So we'll get a good sense of brow products on top of my sort of soft microbladed brows, if that makes sense. My microblading video is in the works. I am waiting to see how they heal after my touch-up appointment, so you get the full experience from start to finish. But right now we're talking about this very special, cool marker. This is from Salon Perfect. I found this at my local Walmart because my eyebrows are at that soft sort of a middle stage, and I wanted to fill them in a little bit more in a way that goes with my microblading. So I actually ordered some really fine tip nail art brushes, and I actually have been like drawing little hairs in, and I've gotten some really sweet compliments on Instagram and in person on my brows, so I think that method has been fairly successful. And I actually couldn't find a brush that was fine enough, so I took the finest brush I have for nail art and I actually trimmed it. So I trimmed down the side bristles, creating a very, very fine point on this guy. So that's the method I have been doing, and I've been dipping this into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ash Brown, which I mixed a little bit of black in there as well to get my perfect brow shade, and was drawing individual brow hairs. But I was Googling products and brushes and markers and brow pens to, trying to figure out what product could potentially give you guys a tool to use to create a microbladed eyebrow effect without actually, having to get your brows microbladed. So I came upon this marker from Salon Perfect, and I thought, oh, this is perfect because it's less than $5 and I could just try it and see how it goes. It comes in two shades, Universal Taupe and the one I have, which is dark brown. And I picked this up, like I said, at Walmart. I don't believe that they are doing shipping yet. Like, you can't just order this and have it shipped to you. So the only option I had was to pick it up. It comes with 0.042 ounces of product, or 1.2 grams. And it's made in Taiwan. The claims on the Salon Perfect website is that this tri-tip brow marker features a 3-prong applicator that mimics natural brow hairs for flawless, natural-looking results. It's perfect for filling in sparse areas or sculpting a full arch. This budge-proof formula applies effortlessly, dries quickly, and creates the sought-after microbladed brow effect. So I've tested this quite a few times. What I have on my brows now is my 5th time applying the product, and let me show you what it's like. So it does have 3 prongs. Now on mine we have one long prong and there's like 2 divots. So one divot is longer than the other to create a natural spacing, I think, and it's a felt tip marker that has sort of a flat edge, and it's quite unique from any other brow markers I've tried in the past. Compared to other brow products I've tried, this one holds up in wear pretty well. It's not quite as waterproof or budge proof as my Wonder Brow, but it is water resistant. And the color, I wish they had more colors, first of all. The color is a little warm for my brow hairs, and I tend to like them to be a little bit ashier, but I can see how this could be a more universal type of shade. I find that my favorite way to apply this is by first doing my makeup, having primer, foundation, whatever on my skin, and then going in with this with a very, very light hand. I find when I apply this on clean brows, which probably makes it last a little bit longer, let's be honest, it's very hard for me to not create brows that are too intense. So it depends on how heavy you want the brows to look. When I have something down beforehand, it creates a little bit more of a slick surface because my skin is very dry. So when it's free of any primer or anything like that, it's dry, creating sort of more friction with the pen, and it grabs onto more product, making it more intense. But you can kind of see here, if I apply very light pressure, you can get very, very natural light strokes. Whereas some of these, when you apply more pressure, it's a lot more intense. I do like this product. I think that it's something I will continue to pull from time to time. It becomes quite easy to use once you get the hang of it. I do recommend following the direction that your brow hairs naturally grow. I thought this was a cool product that maybe some of you are looking for something similar, and you can give this a try. It's really quite nice. It creates fairly natural looking brow hairs. The first few times I used it, I did go overboard because, like I said, it was just going on so intense. One thing I do wonder, and I can't testify to yet, is how long this will actually last before it dries. So we'll see. I kind of feel like this might become, this might dry out a little bit faster than I would like, but it's really quite nice. Once it dries down, it's not so glossy. You can rub your brows and it's not just going to wipe right off unless you have an oilier skin type. You can always set this with powder or something too if that's a concern you have. But those are my overall thoughts. I do recommend giving this a go if you're looking to try something that gives more brow hair strokes. My method of using like a really tiny brush and brushing brow strokes on works beautifully, but it takes a lot more time and effort, and it can be a little bit less consistent and even as the marker. So I do recommend trying the marker first and seeing if that works before trying my art brush method, I guess. But anyway, I hope that this was somehow helpful for you, and yes, love you lots, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.